Okay, here I'm going to try to do a leather and vinyl repair with this 3M kit. What I have here is a tear in a car. I have one larger one, one smaller one. Now I'm following the instructions, and the first step says on a larger tear to use the backing fabric. So I'm going to try using the backing fabric just to make the repair better, I suppose. The underneath this leather or vinyl is like foam material, and if I glue it down to the foam material, possibly it might pull up on the foam material, and this fabric underneath might provide a substrate to keep it down, and I'm sure that it could make the repair more long lasting in the sense that when I apply the fill material in the void, it'll have something to adhere to. So my approach is going to be to take following the instructions, but they're a little bit vague exactly how to do this. But what I'm going to do is take the glue, the adhesive, I'm going to try pushing it underneath all of this area on both sides. Then I'm going to try pushing this underneath, tucking it under, in this case, on top of the adhesive, so it will be glued on the underside. Once I have it in place, I'm then going to push adhesive underneath, on top of this fabric, but underneath this other fabric. That will be the idea. Then once I have that, I will apply some weight onto this. So I'll use the pause as I go through the different steps. First, I'm just going to try to put adhesive under it, for example. Okay, there's the adhesive and the spatula, and there's what I have managed to do. I'm not going to worry too much about the overflow because I should have an opportunity to wipe that all off when I'm done, and this adhesive is the very same material that's going to fill the crack too, so it's compatible with the vinyl or leather, whatever the product is. And I guess I might put some under there at the same time, maybe. Okay, this is what I managed to get. First, I realized that I was going to have a hard time pushing this under in this direction, and I didn't want excessive material because it'll just wrinkle up. So I did cut off some after I had first tried putting it in and saw that difficulty. Where I am able to push it out is in this direction. So I was able to kind of cram it in and then flatten it out. And if there were any wrinkles in it, I just try pushing down and getting it as flat as I can, okay? It's not overlapping on these two ends direction, but that's probably okay because it comes to a point at that anyway. The real place where it opens up into the middle, that's where it's going to need the fabric. Okay, now what I'm going to do is apply new fresh glue underneath here because I want to put pressure. Then I want to stack up a pile of books, and I want it to push down up. And I'll also try cleaning this up before I put the books on. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, first what I did was I just scraped off as much of the dried glue off the top as I could. I know that I don't want it there, and the sooner I get it off, the better. So before I go to the next step of putting some glue under here, I just scraped away what I could. Okay, now I'm going to put glue underneath the material and on top of the backing fabric. Okay, I've reapplied material underneath there. Now, before putting weight on it, I'm going to scrape it out to get it as clean as I can. Okay, I wiped it off. Now, I'm just going to take a sheet of wax paper. The instructions mention nothing about this, but I have this idea that I'm going to take a stack of books. This encyclopedia set. I'll just take these books, stack them up to put pressure down on that. Okay, and I've got 5 or 6 books here, but I can put as many as I can comfortably fit on. And then that'll be part 1 here, and then part 2 I'll show the next step. Okay, thanks.